Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Ryan Sands of Solomon and South Africa. How are you doing your first trip to Western States?
Yeah, really enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks for having me on I Run Far.
Oh, my pleasure. Probably everybody going into the race was talking about how great an advantage you would have in a hot year.
Yeah.
Didn't get that.
No, when we started the race, it was pretty cold. It was hailing up on top of the mountain. Yeah, it was really cold, but going into the race, everyone's got to run in the same conditions. It's up to getting to the finish line as best you can, so I didn't really let that bother me. I think later on in the day when it did start to heat up, I was actually kind of wouldn't mind it if it actually started to rain again.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
Yeah, no, but all in all, like a really fun day out.
Yeah, you've raced and done a ton of stage races with adverse conditions of every sort, so
yeah, I think
you don't let it phase you?
No, a lot of it's just your mental attitude. I think if you go into a race saying it's going to be super hot or it's going to be really cold and I'm going to struggle, I'm going to battle, then you are going to struggle. But if you go into it, you see it as a challenge, just stay positive. You're obviously running in an incredibly beautiful environment, just soak it up and enjoy it. It will be a lot better.
Yeah. So walk us through your race. I mean, you were up for the lead pack it was a pack of you for quite some time, trading off a bit, but
yeah,
I think
running up to the top score, I was with the lead pack, and then I dropped off a little bit coming down into Duncan Canyon.
Okay.
And the guys looked pretty tense, kind of racing each other, so I thought just step it back and just kind of try to stay out of the racing, obviously really early days. And then I think it was about 35 miles. It was just before Dusty Corners, or just after Dusty Corners, I caught up with the lead pack, and then from then onwards, all the way through, it was kind of about a group of 4 or 5 of us. Coming into Forest Hill, myself and Mike are running in. And just going out of Forest Hill, I left Mike, I was feeling really good, and caught up to Timothy, I think it was about Cal 1, the aid station, or just before there. We ran together for a bit, I actually went ahead a bit, and yeah, I think, or just after Cal 3, the last aid station before Rucky Chucky, Timmy came bolting past me, and yeah, didn't see him again. So yeah, he kind of the rest of my race was, I was trying to catch him, but every aid station I went into, he would have made it for another 2 minutes, and I thought I was going at quite a decent pace. So I mean, he had an absolute cracker, and just huge respect to his performance yesterday.
I mean, you and Timmy, I think both ran course record splits for Cal Street, which is incredible.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we were moving quite fast, but obviously not as fast as Timmy.
Yeah. Did you go through a rough patch in the middle of Cal Street that when Timmy passed, or was Timmy just?
No, we were kind of backwards and forwards, and when I passed him, like I thought I was going at a good speed, and I almost thought like his legs looked a bit tired. I thought he looked a bit tired, but obviously not. So when he did go past me, I thought he was just motoring down the hills, and I thought hopefully on the flats I would catch him, but that wasn't to be.
So after Timmy passes you and you keep hearing him moving a little bit further ahead, are you still feeling good? I mean, there's still a ton of great runners behind you. So
no, I was feeling really good the whole way. Actually, to be honest, from my own personal perspective, I think for me personally, I think I had a really good race yesterday. I felt strong throughout. I didn't go through too many highs and lows. I think if I look back at Leadville last year, which was my first 100 miler, this being my second 100 miler, I was a lot more tired and buggered after Leadville, and I went through a lot of dark patches there. Whereas yesterday, I think for most of the day, I was feeling really good and really enjoyed the whole experience. Obviously, yeah, was trying to chase after Timmy at the end, but I was feeling good. My legs just wouldn't move any faster to try and catch up to him.
Did you make any changes? Did you learn anything in your first 100 that you did different in your second 100 and really helped you?
Yeah, there are a couple of things. I think fueling is always important, just trying to stay on top of that. Especially as soon as I felt like my energy levels are dropping, I made sure I loaded up. I pre or front loaded with a lot of water yesterday. I think at about the 60-mile mark when I weighed in, I was actually heavier than when I started the race. So I wanted to stay properly hydrated, and I think looking after your body and just kind of to be able to maintain the pace is really important. Yeah, my checkpoints, at all the checkpoints also kind of, I took a bit of extra time to make sure I ate and drank. Which I see a lot of the American guys just fly straight through. I'm kind of in between Europe and American, where the European guys sit down and take their time, and American guys just don't stop at all.
Yeah. Speaking of European and American, do you have any other big plans for this year?
I started my season quite early in February, running the Hong Kong 100k race and another 100k Australia a few weeks before this.
You won both of those?
Yeah, so no, my prep leading into this race went really well. I was fairly confident. Talks I may go back to Australia in September for another 100k race. Me personally, I think I only want to do 100 mile a year for now. I just think it takes a lot out of you physically and mentally, and I think when I go into a race I want to be prepared the best I can be. So I'm only 30, I'm hoping I've got a couple of more 100 milers left for me, so I'd rather spread them out a bit. Definitely hope to be back here next year.
Okay, you anticipated?
No. Yeah, for sure. No, I really enjoyed this course. I think it suits me. So
so you're hungry for
hungry to come back.
Well, you still got to be pretty proud of, you broke the old course record.
No,
Timothy had an even better day, but you had one heck of a race.
No, for sure. I think I said on Twitter yesterday, it's probably the happiest I've ever been with the second place run. I was really stoked with my performance. I think it's one of the strongest races I've had. Timmy was on fire yesterday, and big respect to him. But then also in about 3 or 4 weeks time, I'm doing like a personal quest or mission, the Fish River Canyon in Namibia, the second biggest canyon in the world. There's a hiking trail from one side to the other, or a trail, so I'm going to be running that. So I'll probably
for pleasure, or are you going to go for a, as we say in the US, the fastest known time?
No, fastest known time. I'm doing it the self-supported. Actually, Dean and Gregor will be back there filming. They're going to be doing a little clip on the whole attempt.
And how long is the trail?
It's about 76 to 8 kilometers. You kind of drop down into the canyon, run along, and then you kind of finish at the end. But it gets really hot in there. It's about 45 to 50 degrees at Celsius.
So
that's kind of
130-ish.
Yeah, so I'll probably get some get some heat after all in there.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your run here today or yesterday, and well done.
Cool, and thanks for all your awesome work you're doing for trail running and growing it.
It's our pleasure. Yep.
Cool. Thanks.